Yes, sir. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all know where we at. It's your boy MP here as always, and thank y'all for tuning in to another wonderful, exciting, sounding episode of Live from the Couch Podcast. Of course, I got my man to the right,
Mr. Gray,
and the lady of the couch,
Candace Joy,
and the videographer with the moose.
Brit Brat.
Okay, all right, then. Motherfucker just changed some shit. Of course, thank y'all for tuning in to us on our YouTube channel. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you're new to the game, so you can always know our name. If you can't see us on YouTube or don't want to see us on YouTube and you have good hearing, you can also listen to us on all those streaming platforms of Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and Spotify for all your listening pleasures. So choose which one. It's the eyesight or the ear sight. No matter, just keep us in sight. You feel me? So we still stuck in a motherfucking quarantine. Let me hurry and take a sip right quick.
Whoa.
You got a gargle on that shit. You feel me?
That's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
That's what I'm talking about, Candace. Quarantine and chill.
Bazinga.
All right.
Leave him hanging.
Bazing. Bazing.
You left him hanging.
Oh, dried in the motherfucker, boy. Cactus out here. Nah, it's too late now. Shit.
I do that all the time.
That's cool.
He doesn't realize he's behind my peripheral, so I can't see him.
Ooh, look at that word during quarantine.
Oh, yeah.
Peripheral.
Peripheral's big for him. Right.
Peripheral.
So.
Wait.
Oh, you for sure.
I'm just singing so I don't say nothing crazy.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but I
Where
love
did
that song.
What the? Can we do the drop? Do the drop.
I just did the drop, man.
I'm saying keep going.
You
didn't do all of it.
I
You didn't do
did.
all. Oh, okay.
He did it?
Okay, also, damn, this man, he's on it today.
He's ready for the drop,
got you.
okay?
Just saying.
It's
Drop.
time.
Also, make sure you follow us on Instagram at LFTC Podcast. Also on Twitter, LFTC_podcast. For all your social media interaction with us. Pictures, likes, comments, hashtags, all the goodies. You feel me?
Videos.
Ooh.
Videos. You make
All
sure
the goodies.
Make sure you look at these goddamn videos.
Where's
All
the
right? You
Sierra?
don't understand these videos.
Profanity, sir. Flag on the play.
Hey, I learned it as a young man.
That's sad.
That
That's
is
sad.
unfortunate.
Wait, hold on. Wait, y'all learned cursing at 23?
I never
No.
cursed in front of my mom.
Not
What?
in front of my
Wait,
mom.
who said I cursed in front of my mom? I said
I
So
learned
I
cursing.
never.
I think I was 4 years old.
No.
I was
Oh,
cursing
first
pretty
time I
young
cursed.
away from my
It didn't
mother.
grow up in my household, is what I'm trying
No.
to say. So I didn't. I wasn't cussing from young.
Man,
So you didn't curse
I
at a young?
was-
At a young
No, I did not.
How old was you when you started cursing?
I think I was at the Boys and Girls Club. I was
Okay.
8th grade. And
Okay.
my sister was in 7th
That's a
grade.
good age.
And
You
I
were
said-
pure for a while.
I
Wow.
said shit. My
Oh.
sister said, if you don't give me $10, I'm going to tell my mom. And I gave her the $10. And she
Wow.
So
Wait. Mad at me a
innocent.
week
Wait.
later.
Wait.
Yes.
So innocent.
This
That's
is
beautiful.
So
This-
pure.
I know, right?
Hold on, wait.
This is a Disney show.
Can I talk? Jesus Christ.
First of all, she cutting you off the whole goddamn time.
I'm
And she gonna yell at me about
I'm
talking.
backgrounding.
You keep saying, hold on, wait. Can we just have a conversation? Like,
No, because this is what you said. You was like, I'm gonna tell my mother. I'm like, wait, you said it's your sister, so y'all ain't got the same mother?
yes, but I'm
Oh.
talking for her.
Oh, okay.
jeez.
All
You
right.
just go
That
along
ain't making
with it.
because it ain't make no sense.
How would not make sense? Just put
Because-
it together. Make it make sense.
I mean, people got steps
Let
out
it
here.
flow. You gotta
got
just
steps
let
out
it
here.
It
flow,
don't matter
man.
if it was.
Let it flow like
I
Tony.
mean, it do. I ain't finna give somebody a step, man. I don't give a fuck about your mama. That ain't my mama.
This is my story.
So for
I
clarification,
was trying to tell.
It's your sister.
I get it. I just wanted
Yes.
clarification. Continue
My-
the
I was
story.
just clarifying it for you. Go ahead.
My little sister
Uh-huh.
was like, I'm going to tell mom if you don't pay me this money. I paid her the money. A week later, we got into a fight. And to get me back, she's like, and Brittany said a bad word. And I had to tell her what the word was. And I got a spanking. And then I was like, give me back my $10. And she gave me back my money.
So at least she didn't spend
What
it.
the fuck?
That's really like
That was our life.
it sounds like it's not even like real life.
That's
it's
that ain't
so
real life.
innocent.
That's like CW episodes.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
Like that's
yes.
that's like One
Literally,
Tree Hill
yeah,
season 5.
It is.
Didn't we talk about how
Episode 3.
sheltered I was?
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
That was
that is very
wild.
sheltered.
That's
When I
so
was-
crazy.
when I was
That's so cute.
People
That's so
live that
cute.
life though too. I knew
Listen,
people who grew up like that.
Listen, I said my first curse word. I think I was 4 years old.
What was it? You one of them little kids like shit. Like fuck you.
No, actually, no, I wasn't. I was a little bit older than that. I was a little bit older than that. I think I was maybe 5. And it was
that's 1 year.
damn. It was damn.
Okay.
That's
a soft curse word.
Yeah, it was soft. But the thing is like it was one of those things where I didn't know, like I didn't use it in the right context or anything. It was
How
just,
did
I just
you-
said a word. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is the next time that I actually cursed, I remember this. I was like 9 or something like that, and I remember it because I was imitating Bad Boys, the first Bad Boys. Okay, and check it out because in the movie, Will Smith is driving this Porsche. Right? And Martin is like talking about how it's like he's like talking about the car is small, and he's like, his
little dick.
He's like, exactly. He's like a shiny dick with 2 chairs in it. All right, so check this out. My aunt had just gotten a brand new black Mustang. Okay, and in my head, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Fast black car. Boom, go fast. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about. And so I'm in the back, and literally, it was the same situation. Like my mom handed me a French fry and I dropped it and I couldn't get it. And I literally reached down and I picked up the fries. And as I picked up the fries, I brought them up to my face and I literally said the line from Bad Boys. And I was like, yeah. I said it. I literally looked them dead in the rear view mirror. I was like looking them in the eye, like, cause I didn't know what dick meant at that age. So
Just
literally I was
dead
like
in the eye, like
just a shiny dick with 2 chairs. And it just my auntie and my mama just right in the
What
in
did
the
they
mirror.
say?
And like my mama was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?"
What? Like what?
What? Shiny dick. And man, bruh, it was so funny because my mom, like, she like took one look at me and she knew, like, okay, you didn't know what you said, what you just said. So it was cool because I didn't like get like reprimanded for it or nothing. But like she literally like sat me down and she was like, okay, look, what he said is not good. And I'm like, well, why? Of course. And she's like, because the word that he said. And I was like, shiny? No.
I know.
It was
Shiny?
like that. And so she was like, okay, listen, dick, don't say dick. You can't, and so that was it from that point on. But I remember that was like my first encounter.
You know
like,
what's
saying,
crazy
like,
about this
bad
whole
word.
story to me?
What's up?
I know exactly what you looked like and talked like at that age because you were on TV. And so I'm just imagining like
Man,
little
listen,
young Gary, like shiny dick with 2 chairs.
these French fries, man. I was like, man, I can't reach them. Just like Martin said,
Little Gary with the
shiny dick with 2 chairs in it, auntie.
with the
Damn.
stonewashed jeans on that are like
Man.
kind of
Right.
MC Hammered
No, I had
and
on
the
sweats.
sweater.
It was winter. I had on sweats.
Damn, this nigga memory crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Some memories stick out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait. So y'all were talking about cursing in front. I didn't curse in front of my mom until I was like
When did
past
you?
20.
Do you
When I
remember
first
when you
cursed?
first
Not even
started
on
cursing?
accident.
Nah, G.
No,
I
not
cuss-
an accident either. Not an accident.
I cuss in front of my mom on accident all the time
So
now.
bad.
No.
I be saying the
You
S
just
bomb.
didn't
She be
care.
like,
Like,
Candace, I'm like,
I
I'm
was
sorry,
like,
mom.
that was on accident, and then it was like on purpose. Like, no, I'm just
I'm like, I
Never,
know,
never.
mom. I got a potty
Nah,
mouth.
G,
I'm
that was
sorry.
life or death doing some dumb shit like that.
No, I never cursed in front of my mom on purpose. It was so funny. And the first time I did it on accident and like my mom let it go, it was that moment. Like, you know what I mean? Because like it never happened because I never let it slip.
Yeah.
Like to the point where it was like I would have gotten in trouble for it. And then like obviously when I became my own man, moved out and all that stuff. And then like I cursed in front of her one time and I said it and I was just like, and I looked. I was just like, and then like it was like this moment where
What
it
did
was
you
like,
say?
Do I grow up at this moment right now?
I think I said shit. And it was like, yeah, and it was like it was a good one. You know what I mean?
Like when you drop something, I think that's a lot of kids' first word is
No, I think,
cuss word,
and it was no,
shit because you hear
it
your
was-
parents
Yeah.
right.
say it.
And it was so funny too because we were in a discussion, like not a heated discussion, but like a passionate. That was the word. Passionate discussion about like I think politics or something like that. And it was deep. And me and both like we were both going at it, and like we were both trading points, and talking each other up. And then I was just like I just said it, and I was like shit. And I looked, and I was like, oh. She was like, yeah. I was like,
No, I
all
never
right.
accident. No, that was one thing. It was no way possible I was going to accidentally do that. G. I would have not lived.
Did your mom curse
Even
in
now?
front of you?
Oh hell yeah, all the time.
See.
But see, I
That's
knew
wild.
not to curse in front. Like I think I was cursing at like maybe 6, 7.
And like knowing
I
that
knew
you were
what I was-
cursing
oh, yeah.
and doing it like poetically, like
I can't
see,
imagine.
Yeah, that's the difference. See, my mom like barely cursed in front of me, but then like when she did it, it was like a reason.
Oh, in front of my mom, dad, family, and then I was in the streets as a young shorty. Like
yeah, everybody
like-
was cussing. It wasn't no shit. Yeah, these little kids be out here cussing like
yeah,
me.
like I used to. I was walking
Cussing
to
like
school.
me. I be like, and I work with children, so it's really hard for. I really have to like be conscious of like, especially when I get passionate. That's when it really start to. And I say like goddamn a lot, and I say the F-bomb a lot, and I say shit, and I say like, I say all
Get these goddamn
yeah,
kids.
yes. And so like it's I really have to, and so that's in front of my mom. I be these days I let shit slip like that all the time.
But I learned.
And at this point she's like used to it, but I always like sorry mom, but she knows I curse like a sailor. I'm
know.
trying to work on that though. I'm trying
I
not
say
to curse so much.
I say minimum curse words around my mom because I know she get to complaining. Michael, did you go to school? And I'm like, I am. My bad. No, a lot of curse words I learned from my friends because like I used to walk to school.
That's where you learn. That's where you learn how to like use them like
Yeah.
really badly.
Oh yeah,
your
but
friends.
I mean yeah, for the most part, because I used to walk to school by myself at like 6. So like we would all get together, and so we walking home and going to school. Motherfuckers was cursing up a storm and shit like that. And then I used to catch the bus at like 7 and 8 by myself, so I'm listening to conversations on the buses and stuff like that. I'm like, damn,
Nothing but cussing.
these motherfuckers going crazy with it. But speaking of,
Literally, that's what you said as a 6-year-old. These motherfuckers going crazy with it.
I was like, damn, like I mean the thing
Since
is,
you were cursing and all.
but see, I used to get crazy ass whooping. So I'm like, at the end of the day, whatever I do not fuck up in front of my grandfather and my mom. That's all I didn't cascade. I like my dad. He'd have probably been like, boy, all right, you trying to go hoop like or some shit like that. But like my mom and my grandfather, hell no. Nah, like it was death. But speaking of,
just my mom. It was just my mama. That was it. Pretty much.
Well, I mean, also my cousins too, because that like my big cousin, man, he'd hit
Like
me in
my
chest
grandfather
so
would make
hard.
me feel stupid. Like he would make me feel dumb for my decision. You know what I mean? But like it was on that like
I'm gonna
damn, like-
embarrass you out of making the bad decision again.
Exactly. And so it didn't hit obviously the same as like a whooping.
Yeah.
But like yeah, it was just my mom for real. And because yeah, my dad was the same way. He was just like I remember the first time that that my dad whooped me. It was actually because I made fun of him for not whooping me.
That's a hell of a reason to whoop a child, and that's hilarious.
So at school, so my grandmother
you
was.
thought I wasn't gonna whoop you.
My grandmother was the director of
Hilarious.
this school in Chicago, and so I went there, and so obviously very close to family, and it was what did I do? Oh, this was when I hit I was a bully like in my like younger years, and so like I would hit kids like all the time, like dead ass. I would just
got
start
so
fights.
much aggression
For real,
as
for
a
real.
shorty.
And so like this one time,
A legit anger
but
biter.
but it was with good reason. So this one kid said something about this, right. But this one kid said something about my mama, okay, and so I hit him in the face in the eye with a can of Vienna sausages, okay. But he
So you hit him in the face
but he
with
bust,
some
he
sausages.
bust his eye. He bust his eye open, and he looked like Quasimodo. So
Wait,
like,
how he bust his out? You threw the can at him.
no,
Exactly.
no, right,
And it
exactly. No,
busted
I
his
didn't
eye.
throw him. I hit him. I closed.
So you busted his eye.
I bust his eye.
All right, you
open
kept saying he
with it.
busted his eye.
I mean, no, I'm saying his eye was busted. That's what I
Okay,
meant.
yeah. I'm just,
But yeah, his eye was
busted.
busted open, and so literally like
This nigga hit him with a can of
literally
sausage.
I did this, and the teacher at the time didn't know that the sort of authoritarian was my mom and not my dad. So she goes like, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna call your father." Da da da. So I'm like, "Ha!" You know. And by now I'm like, and I think I was 6. I think maybe 6. I think maybe 6, maybe 5. I'm not sure. So I'm like laughing at this point because I'm like, no, you're not gonna call him. He's not gonna come up here. He's not gonna do anything. Ha da da da.
You said this in front of the teacher.
I'm speaking. I'm in the principal's office. my grandmother's office is the next door over, and they're
That's
like,
why he's saying
we're gonna
these
right,
things.
and exactly,
My
of course.
fuck you.
And I'm like, and see,
I'm
the
getting out
thing
of
is,
this
my
shit.
grandmother,
Do
she
what you gotta do.
was authoritarian too, but she also let me slide with certain things. Now, in this case, I knew because this kid said something about my mama, she was gonna let me slide. That's probably what I was thinking, and so I was like, no, because I could just be like, no, he said something about mama, and she'd be like, oh, okay, cool, well, just don't do that, again, like she would be like that. But literally, I'm sitting here and I'm talking about my daddy, and I think I said something. She said, the teacher said, your dad told me that he said to tell you he's gonna come put some leather on you. Okay, and this is back in the day, and they used to talk like that. So like so this is like early 90s. So basically, by my first reaction, I said, so I guess I'm getting a new leather suit, guys. And my
Yo,
dad,
little smart ass.
my dad apparently,
bro, your mouth
my
is
dad,
smart ass.
and listen, my dad was literally apparently on the line, and so he walks into the school, and he's screaming, "So I got your leather suit, dead ass." And literally,
Thought you had it. Thought it was.
went down. They cleared the basement for me and my father. He whipped my ass.
Damn.
Literally in the school.
See, sometimes your smart ass mouth probably deserved that one.
Probably.
But, you need a few to get you
I
right,
took-
to ground
I took,
you.
Right. I went a little too hard for the fam.
You went hard
That was
as a
ridiculous.
youngin, and you was little.
Man, listen.
Bro, you should got your life taken at your
Man.
man.
Boys,
I had
they're
a
so
kid-
rambunctious.
I hit a kid in the eye with a pencil from
Jesus.
across the room.
Bro, you
once.
was vicious, G.
Yeah.
I've seen him roast. Do you remember that Gary and Sam famous roast?
Yeah.
So I know his mouth is smart.
That's
in
it can
2016.
be snack as a whip. That it's 30 years in the making, boy. This didn't start in college. Man, I was telling people off though as a child. But that's like
I can see it though.
But that's the thing is it's like I feel like now I feel like you never really get kids that kind of like when you get a kid that challenges an adult, it's almost like always in a disrespectful way. Where like I feel like back then I wasn't really being disrespectful. I was just being a little bit smarter than you thought a kid would be.
Stay in a child's
right,
place.
and then you're like, right, exactly. I just necessarily wasn't in a child's place because I could think like an adult. And so it was like more so like
adults don't like when kids are being sarcastic with them.
Exactly,
So then,
exactly.
it's
So
like,
they're like, what the hell? Right.
So you think you got it. Well, I'm gonna whoop your ass though.
But that was like the only time.
But
That was, like, the only
speaking of as youngins,
Things
and,
that change.
just to think of some good times, especially being in this quarantine as an adult. It'd be crazy if we was quarantined as kids. That'd be wild. But when as a shorty, what was like your first? What did you want to be like growing up? Like what was like the first job or whatever, whatever the fuck the title would be for that motherfucker? Like for me, I wanted to be the highest paid garbage man in Chicago.
Oh my gosh!
They make a lot of money.
No, don't. And the reason is so.
Wow.
No, because so my chore was to always make sure the trash cans was out on the corner on the street, and if I didn't have them motherfuckers on there, my grandfather would go crazy on my ass. He was a war vet, so this motherfucker, like, he used to slap me for not calling him sir. Like if I didn't say yes sir, he slapped the fuck out of my ass. Like I could take shit from 3 weeks later. So he slapped my ass. So. And I took pride in that shit because I'm like, I'm not getting no ass whooping. And then, and I would see the garbage man there say, hey, what's up? And I was like, man, you know what? I want to be the best garbage man out here, man. Like, because
that's cool because that means that they're doing their job.
No, and they used to be sitting on the side of the truck and they'll pull up. They like, what up, little Mike? How everybody doing? I'm like, what's good? I'm like, chick, I want to chill on the side of the truck, grab some trash and shit like that.
Precious.
I'm like, damn, I want to be a cold ass garbage man. Like.
And then when did that change? That's a very cute story.
Like I had this. I literally had this for like almost up to like 6th grade. I wanted to be a garbage man.
Did you tell people? Because by that
I
time
think
you
I
get
told-
asked
no,
that
I
a lot in school. Like, what do you want to be?
No, I wouldn't ask that much in school. No, not that much. Well, in my first school in the manor I was, but not when I went to.
But would that be your answer though?
Yeah, I was like, I want to be a garbage man. Like I told my mom, she was looking like, boy, why you want to be a garbage man? She wanted me to be a mechanic, but like, shit, man, I'm gonna be taking that trash out. Nobody else take that shit out, so
I'm gonna be taking that trash out.
I'm taking that trash out.
Did she want you to be a mechanic because of like her experience with mechanics?
No, she
had,
just
like,
wanted me to make a
family
lot of
member?
money.
Oh.
That was it.
And that was just one of the things.
Yeah, I never really asked her because I'm like, I'm not finna do it, so I'm like, I'm not. Finna
Mike
ask
as a
her to be-
mechanic. Mike the mechanic.
What about you, Candace?
For as long as I can remember, my earliest memory of what I wanted to be was like a dancer, choreographer, entertainer. Then I like grew up and I was like, I can't do that. Like,
That was like the first thing you
then-
wanted to be.
Yeah, from what I can recall. And then I remember getting older and and that's why I went to school for psychology. Eventually I was like, okay, I'll be a psychologist. And then I realized I need the arts. And so circle back. And here I am in LA pursuing the arts. So full circle, I guess. My original plan is coming into fruition.
Oh,
That's interesting.
That's nice.
You don't meet many
that's really
people.
that's really cool, right?
Yeah, you don't meet many people when they first start. And it's
You
like,
know, when
that's
you're
the-
from a small town, you see things like all that, and salute your shorts and all the games. The how Nickelodeon and stuff was. I just wanted to like
Shout out Chauncey.
do all of that stuff and like dance and like be on like motherfucking and like
motherfucking
be the choreographer that creates all of these things.
Yeah, that was
And then-
that was one of my dreams too. My ultimate dream was to be a Laker girl and work downtown. And
What?
I worked
And you work
downtown.
downtown.
Wait, how old was you when you this one?
When I went to be a Laker girl, as soon as I saw the Laker girls, like I'm a Laker, whole family's a Laker fan, and then I was like, just saw pretty girls all the time
Yeah.
dancing, and I loved to dance. And then I joined song in high school, and then
What you
after that,
joined song?
It's a type of, instead of being you're a cheerleader, but you're doing more of turns and spins. I was gonna say pirouettes.
And what's it called?
Song, SONG.
song.
Just
Is it
Basically, like you have your cheer, and then you have like your
Is it an
prep.
acronym?
They have like dance or
No.
prep or pom.
It's just called song.
Palm.
It's a variation of cheer.
No, I mean
Yeah.
I've heard palm
I'm
and
just
chili.
I
I've never heard.
explained
of
it already. It's
Yeah, it's a
dancing.
variation
It's a
of cheer.
dancing cheerleader.
They just call it.
No,
song.
I thought it was an acronym. That's why I asked.
Oh,
Because I like
Oh,
when I
that's
think
fair.
of song, I
Yeah,
think
I said
singing.
no. I said
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's just song.
Song.
You're just. It's just.
That's
That's what they call
interesting.
it. Palm, cheer,
Song.
song.
did you dance in college?
I did cheer in college.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Me too.
I can see her
Co-ed.
doing it.
Glendale City
Cool.
College.
Nice. Our team. We
Brittany
were
was
all girls. I
definitely
mean, I went to
cheer.
Howard
Oh,
though. We
She
didn't.
was definitely.
My-
We didn't have
cheer.
any boys.
Do you know my Howard story? I'll
I
tell you.
don't
I'll
know.
tell you later. My dream was to go to Howard, but my mom didn't want to be around all the
Yes.
black people. Mm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
talked
that
about
on my
this on the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
That was very, very racist.
I'm thinking about doing like the master's program just so I could say I went to Howard.
Do it.
Yeah,
They have
do it.
good
Yeah,
master's
do it.
programs.
It's expensive though.
It's not that.
It is.
It's not that meaningful to
You can
say
get
you went to
grants though
Howard.
and other stuff.
Sure.
Just the HBCU experience is uncanny.
I know.
See, you missed it in the good time.
I know. I know.
Oh, what you saying, Gary? Your
Oh.
turn.
And you can't really, unless you've experienced it, it's hard to put your finger on, like, explain to people what it means, what it is. So I always encourage it, especially because there's too many people discouraging it, which is crazy because what it comes from, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and what it continues to like
Closed-minded people. That's all
uphold,
it is.
and I don't know, it's weird.
What you
And
want
black
to be?
people do it. Like black people be the ones that be like down in it too. It's crazy. I don't know. It's weird. What?
Gary's been trying to talk about his.
Oh, what happened? Go ahead.
Gotta go.
It was just every time you guys started talking at the same time. But
Sorry, I am so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I
You're
didn't
fine.
even
You're fine.
hear.
You're fine.
so stupid.
So, I actually wanted to be an astronaut.
Nice.
That's not
That's
funny.
a good one.
I can't see this nigga in no goddamn space, man.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
Reach for
No,
the stars.
I
Because you wouldn't know him.
legit.
No,
I
I
was-
can see him- I can see him
I
in
was
the computer
robotics,
room,
like-
but in the suit and shit. I can see him in the computer room, running the computer room like a motherfucker.
Right.
Like make sure that but
Okay.
in the suit.
like legit. I finished 17th in California in science.
Did you
like,
ever
overall.
go to space camp?
No, I got invited. I actually got invited twice to space camp. Once when I was 9, and then the next time I was 14. So I was like more into robotics though, so that was kind of my thing. Then I switched, and this is all while I was acting. Like, even though I'm acting, I'm like, I want to do it. That's cool. Yeah. But I want to do this. Yeah.
I mean, you're a kid, so.
Right. But basically then, I switched. Oh, my mom wanted me to be a weatherman.
That's so random.
Okay, so she wanted me to like pivot. She wanted me to use like the science. She was like, keep the science stuff, right? But then like just be a
not
weatherman.
the one on TV. But the
like,
one, an actual meteorologist?
No, it
like
didn't matter.
Scientist?
She was like, either you want to be the guy in the lab, or you want to be the guy, that's the guy in the, what do you call it?
Meteorologist on the screen.
In the studio.
In the studio.
And so that was it. But I was like, nah,
I can see you doing that.
Not trying
Gary's
to do
a
that.
science guy. So.
Not trying to do that.
No, his presentation be crazy though. Like,
So-
I'm watching him for his presentation. So this waterfront right here. Wait.
So then I think around this is like high school, but then mind you, I was a freshman when I was 12. So around 12,
Yeah,
I
we're
wanted
dumb
to be
as fuck compared to
shut up. I wanted to be a journalist. So then that's literally like, as soon as I got to high school, I wanted to be a journalist. And then like, cause from like 12 to 16, that's when I was like writing heavy as fuck. And that's when I wrote for the Times. And so then after I think like 16, and then I hit like this huge like pivot in like my acting career. And I was like, oh shit, like I want to do this, like for real. And that's right around the time I got like Noah's Ark. And I think I was like, I think I just turned 18. So, yeah.
Nice.
So an astronaut. That motherfucker.
Maybe you'll be able to play an astronaut on screen.
Maybe.
Niggas
That
in
would be
space.
dope.
Light
Oh
it
my
up.
gosh.
Gotta write it.
Please don't call it niggas in
Niggas in
space.
space.
Definitely gotta be called niggas.
Nigga, that's
Oh, you can do
niggas
it with
in
like
space.
Wiz or somebody.
Oh man.
If it's called niggas in space, then it has to be a comedy.
It's,
Mike, you
it's
should
gotta
just
be
start
called
it.
like
You should just
Black
write it.
Rock.
Oh my gosh.
Niggas in space.
Black Rock.
It shouldn't be called anything that
No,
has to do
niggas
with
in space. Where that
anything-
moon rock? Niggas in
God.
space off the
Coming
moon
to
rock.
a black hole near you.
Oh,
That's cool. That's interesting.
Black hole. Call it black hole.
Black hole.
Okay, keeping with the nostalgia. What was? What was one? I guess. Let me think. Because this is coming to my head. Because so The Last Dance has been showing. It's a documentary about the last.
Wonderful.
Wonderful documentary about the
Wonderful.
Chicago Bulls last championship run, and it's been going back and forth from the early years to I think the last year was 97, 98.
Yeah.
And so, as me and Gary could test, we were living in Chicago during that 90s time. And so, one of the things I remember, especially in the 90s and stuff like that, I remember like my first time getting mics. And
Me too. Oh my God. Me too.
when you was the first time you got yours?
I was in the 3rd grade, and it was the 12s, the red and white.
Wait, it's no way you was in 3rd grade when the 12s came out.
4th grade.
It's no way you was 4th grade.
I was in the 3rd or 4th grade.
So you was 8 or 9.
So then it might not be the 12s.
No
way.
Wait, because you're a year younger than me, right?
I was born in 88.
So you're 2 years younger than me. Okay. So then because I remember the first pair I got, and this is my favorite pair, were the 8s.
Yeah. Red and whites.
But those came out in.
But actually, those weren't my first ones.
Oh, since you're 2 years older than me, then okay, I get it. Okay. So
I
because those
played baseball in the first pair of Jordans that I got.
you played baseball.
I did.
And Mike's?
What made you play baseball?
I was
Mike?
like, it was the 11s. What year did the 11s come out?
95, 96.
How old was I in 95, 96?
7.
Did
Oh,
I?
okay.
No or no? But they were good, and I loved them. But I wanted everybody to see that I had Jordan, so I played baseball.
And Mike.
Do you still have them?
No, but I would be able to fit them, which is crazy.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh no, they might have been a 2. No, they might. Oh no, they were a
You
3.
sound like Mike when he's like, I hate short girls.
Wow.
Well, maybe they were a 3. I wear like a 4.5, 5 now.
Wow.
So they might have been. They might be a little
crazy.
bit too small.
Only my big toe fits in a 5.
What's that shoe you wear?
8.5.
But
Man, you
that's
got some
normal.
big feet.
No, she don't. She's like
That's
5.
average. 5'6".
Six.
That's very average.
I'm
for
sorry
your
for
size.
making a joke
I am
for
an
you.
average
Brittany.
It
girl.
stabbed
You
me in
have
my hand,
average
and now I'm
feet,
bleeding.
average
Next week
girl.
I won't be
Yes.
average though.
No, see, 'cause
Your feet gonna shrink?
I know. What the fuck you?
I was hoping you guys were looking at me.
so I'm bleeding.
Okay, yeah, back to my story.
Copper.
Gary, can I have
Listen
that
here, Copper.
paper towel behind you? Is that like contaminated with something? I'm just bleeding a little bit.
Wait, how you
My
bleeding?
earring freaking stabbed me.
No, you don't want to wipe this.
It
I wipe
walked
my
on your
This
hand?
is dirty.
Oh, okay. I
It's
didn't
dirty.
know. I
No,
was just
don't do
wondering.
that.
No, my first pair I got was the 8s, and I remember when I got them. It was right after the first 3-peat in '93, after they beat the Phoenix Suns, and I was in New York because I always visit my grandmother in New York doing something. This was the first time. No, 93. If I turned 93, 86, 7. It's the first time we was visiting my grandma, and she was getting her shoes for back to school and going back to school to Chicago. And Mike just won. I'm like, gee, I need the mics. I don't care come on, just please give me the mics. And she got me the mics. Nigga, I think I was at Luella. I was at Luella at this time.
We don't know what Luella is.
Okay, Luella. It was it was called Luella. Then it was changed to Lawrence. It's a grammar school on the south side of Chicago in the Jeffrey
so it's
Manor.
a school.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
grammar school, south side of Chicago. Was it 99th and Crandon? 99th and Crandon in the Jeffrey Manor. Shout out to my niggas in the Manor. Yeah, she got me them 8s, and like those, and people, and I tell people, I'm like, that's my favorite shoe, but it's that because my grandma got them, and I was like, gee, you can't tell me nothing now, cause like, and I fucked those mics up, cause me and my brothers would play in the backyard hooping, cause
See, I play baseball. You was,
but no,
you
but I
fucked
ain't play
yours up.
baseball in them though.
What difference does it make? Hooping, you're playing sports.
But it's because you put a basketball shoe playing baseball, you can hurt yourself.
Well, it was T-ball. I was
T-ball?
7.
Oh. Wait, you was playing T-ball at 7?
Yes, you
Okay.
can play T-ball at 3.
Yeah, it's.
But
It
I mean
was
7.
T-ball.
I think that's
he's
little
thinking,
league.
it's
It's
too old.
T-ball.
Yeah.
It's T-ball.
It's literal like
I thought little league could be 7 or the next late pat T-ball. I'm sorry.
T-ball.
it's T-ball or
Okay.
coach's pitch. One of them.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
My
Coach's
first
pitch like the
pair-
coach pitches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
One of
yeah.
them. It was one of them.
It's like the
Coaches
Yeah.
pitches. Yeah, I never had. I
Coaches
jumped like
pitch or
straight to
T-ball.
little league.
My first pair were grape 5s, and they like
90?
yes,
Damn.
and
The black versions?
yes,
Ooh.
and so the thing was, my mom did a cake, okay, and I was in first grade.
This
I was
nigga got a
I was
fancy
3.
ass childhood.
I was 3, and it was literally the 5. And it was the shape of a shoe. It wasn't the shoe on like a flat cake. It was shaped like the shoe. And it was like about this high and about this long. And they brought it into the classroom.
One of
They
those big shoe
unveiled
cakes.
it. They unveiled it, and I was like, oh shit. And I didn't know I had the shoes too. And legit, like,
Wait, she gave you the shoes while in school?
yes.
Damn.
In front
You know
of
what's
the
funny?
kids?
As
Flossing.
cold as it, I always wanted a
One time,
birthday party
right,
at school.
Stunting on y'all right quick.
I always wanted a birthday
But
party.
then
at
again,
school.
remember I said my grandmother was the director of that school.
Yeah.
My elementary school.
God.
Got it.
So,
So, you got
yeah.
extra.
So
Damn. That's
It was
cold
like,
as hell.
but yeah,
We
no,
need
that was my
pictures.
first. Huh? Oh, my mom has pictures of the cake. My mom definitely has
Yeah,
those pictures
that's how
in
you
storage,
advertise
for
this
sure.
podcast.
Yeah,
Post it.
yeah. I gotta get those. I gotta
Have
get
the
those.
picture. Can get a reference.
But I have, oh my goodness, like I have pictures of me in like Jordan gear and I mean as early as like, I don't know, 6, I would say. Definitely me in Bulls gear by then.
Oh, Bulls Gears
Definitely.
was crazy.
Oh man.
What's crazy is, okay, question: do new Jordans come out? Not
Yes.
the old ones
Yes.
coming
Yes.
out again, with
New
like
numbers,
brand
yes.
new.
Yes, the numbers are increasing. Yes.
Do they sell as well as the classic
No.
ones?
There have been some hit years within the last 10 years of the newer versions that have sold more than others, that where it's like, oh, these sold kind of nice, but never as much as
The
those,
classic
the
joints.
retros, which are considered usually 15 and under.
Because the thing is what's crazy is that the retros were, what the retros are now were basketball shoes, but being worn
Yeah.
like casually. So, because like the shoes now, they're not worn.
Do people even wear them as basketball shoes anymore?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen.
There are
It
definitely
always looks
some
weird
Jordans
to
that
me
are
when I see them being played.
There are some that are very much still comfortable for indoor courts for sure.
Yeah, so like, cause like when I got the 11s,
I was about to say, like, the 90,
yeah, 95. I remember when I got them, cause I
couldn't play in the 11s.
I bust my ass.
I got
to get
flat
good
feet,
grades, man.
and I got flat feet in the 11s. Had that high arch, boy.
Man, my grandfather got me that with that Bulls reversible starter jacket, nigga. I thought I was killing the game.
I can't do. I wore 11s for sure, but I can't. I couldn't play in them. No way.
Oh no, I ain't playing. No, I ain't playing. What was I playing in?
I took better care of my 11s. I didn't play baseball in them.
You know what? I did
clean them.
Oh yeah, my 11s.
I got them when I was older.
I had every single one except the damn Columbias. Those are my unicorns. Okay, so every person who likes shoes and shit, they have a shoe that they haven't gotten, and that's their unicorn. My unicorn are the Columbia 11s. Okay. Every time that they have released in every iteration, I have missed out on them. I've never gotten them. I have had almost every other 11. Space Jam, Gammas, Concords. I've had multiple iterations of Concords. And yet I still have not had. I even have the 7210s now. And the fact I still have not had the Columbias.
Damn.
So that's my uniform.
I think they supposed to be coming back out again.
I'm sure.
Well,
I'll probably miss them again.
What's crazy is that people at that, and another thing dealing with Mikes, Jordan, Jays, whatever y'all want to call them, was that
Mikes.
That was gonna be my next question. Obviously, y'all called them Mikes in Chicago. We didn't call them that.
Yeah,
I had to start calling them Jordans out here because everybody's like,
I didn't call them.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't call them Jays or Jordans. I went to college. They like, you got them Jays, bro.
We called them Jays. Jays and Jordans.
And Mikes, because Mike was that nigga. But the funny thing is as popular Mikes was, Grant Hill and Allen Iverson, Penny Hardaway shoes was just as popular. And Jason Kidd and Dennis
I was just about to
Rodman
ask, did y'all have the Grant Hill shoes?
My brother had the Grant Hills. My grandpa.
All of my brothers and sisters
colors.
got the Grant Hill shoes.
Hey, them Grant Hills was
They
cold.
got stolen the next day.
How?
We put them like on our like we had a sliding patio and we just put them like on the floor, but I guess you could see inside.
Wow.
Somebody we had them for one day.
Yeah, because
They broke the glass.
It wasn't a glass. It was just a sliding.
Jason,
like,
all
locked,
navy blue Jason kids. Oh wait, them like matte navy blue Jason.
All
kids
Iverson.
with the feet.
All Iverson.
Yeah, see, my
all
brother.
of his shoes.
Yeah, my brother got the Grant
I had
Hills and the
some
Iversons,
questions.
especially with the
I had
DMX
the
technology.
So
Man.
I had so many.
I had one pair of
questions, bro.
Iversons.
I was so cold because my school at the time, I remember they had a dress code and you had to wear a polo and you could only wear khaki or navy blue slacks. And bruh, oh my goodness, my mom went to Target and I guess that year or whatever, they had like every color polo. Bro, when I tell you we went to Foot Locker and she got me damn near every color questions I had. Like the orange,
first ones, the question ones?
Yes. I had the orange, the highlighter yellow, the royal blue. I had the baby blue. I had navy. I had all white. All of them. Like literally, I would walk in every polo I had the questions going. It was cold.
Damn.
Man, I was stunned.
See, I only wore Mikes.
And then I grew out of them the next year. I was so mad.
I only wore Mikes.
The very next year, I had a growth spurt. Literally woke up, nothing fit.
I only wore Mikes and pennies.
Dead ass.
I hate that. That's the one reason why my grandfather started buying me shoes, because I would grow out them so fast.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know why my foot was fucking growing. My height wasn't growing, but my foot was fucking growing. So
that was kind of like me. I didn't grow in height until like my last 2 years, of going through puberty and everything. Like
I didn't grow to college.
Y'all got me looking at Iversons. Now I want some questions.
My feet were already big. Like my feet were already good.
Dude, I was 11 in high school.
Oh, see, yeah. I mean, I'm not that big now, but when it comes to how it was as far as me growing, my feet definitely grew when it came to the rest of my body first.
When did y'all feet stop growing?
My feet stopped growing.
College.
Honestly, I don't even know, because now
everything stopped growing in 8th grade for me.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same.
But I mean, y'all grow till y'all like 21, 22.
Hell,
I'm the same size.
Boys keep growing until they're like 22.
Stride at that time.
No.
Stop growing. My doctor was like, "Yeah, this is it for you." I was like, "Okay, great."
No,
Granted, I've shaped. I'm still the same height and relatively
Right, that's what I
the
was about
same
to say. You still the same
weight,
Right.
but I'm
person.
not shaped exactly the same. But other than that, I'm
honestly, I think
haven't grown.
This is probably the last time my foot grown because now I'm in a size 12. Like I'm 11 and a half,
Still
12
growing.
now. Like
Jeez.
I literally gotta
going
go.
now. That's
Gee, I swear to
normal.
God, like I think I was trying to get some 97s and I tried the 11 and a half and they don't fit right. And they don't.
They
I had to go
they
a half
come
size
small.
bigger. Say
They
what?
come small. They
No.
come small.
But
They
I
come
mean
small.
that is true. But no, even some mics that I used to get 11 and a half, I gotta go 12s in. So now I'm like 11 and a half, 12. So I'm like, hopefully I ain't gotta go. I don't even think they do 12 and a halves like that. But I ain't trying to go to the 13. But no, I was in high school with 11 and a half foot. I'm like, how the fuck am my foot this big? And I'm like 5 foot shit.
But yeah, you taller than me. So
Dude, I didn't grow to like 24 shit.
yeah.
So
No, I grew. I definitely grew before then, but I don't think height wise I grew. It was 2 separate times, and I remember it sucked both times. Like the first, no, for real. The first time I lost a job because of it. Like I had booked Lion King on Broadway.
Your voice.
I had booked Lion
remember you
King,
telling me.
and no, it wasn't even my voice. It was my height, and literally
You're too tall or too short?
tall.
Too tall.
And they had fitted me for the costume 3 months after booking me. And in those
You
3
didn't
months, in those 3 months, I had grew 4
Damn.
inches. And the height requirement for the costume was under 60 inches. And that 4 inches put me at 62.
How old were you?
10, 11? No. Older. 12.
Yeah, boys usually have like 2 growth spurts. That sounds about
I was
right.
somewhere in there. And like and that one was like I was like, damn, like fuck. But you know,
that damn near happened to me with Harbor.
Yeah, that was the first one. And then the second one was the time where like I literally woke up and like nothing fit. And like for real, like literally I know that seems ridiculous.
No,
but,
it doesn't.
But literally woke
does
up
not. I've
and I
seen
guess
it.
maybe I had worn like sweats, you know, like the whole week or something where it was like, nah, this is cool. But like I put on my first pair of jeans and I was like, no. And I was like, okay, yeah, let me put this on. Nah. And I was like, dang. Like,
You out here.
yeah. And then I put on some shoes and I was like,
trying to jump and squeeze in.
yeah, man. I was, you know what I'm saying? What commercial is that? What commercial is that?
Nothing
where they
fits
do
me
the-
anymore. I'm thinking of Mean Girls.
They
and
do the wiggle. You know
Nothing
what I'm saying?
fits her anymore.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, so I did all of that, and I'm like, I think I tried on like 4 pairs of shoes, nothing, pants, nothing.
Damn, son.
And I literally went to my mom. I was like, I can't fit any of my clothes, and she was like, what? What are you talking about? Like, that's
I know
stupid.
she like, nigga, I'm not
Right,
finna buy you no
right.
new goddamn clothes. You better
But
fit in them
literally,
goddamn clothes.
we sat there, and she was like, "Oh my god!" And I think I was able to keep 2 pair of shoes out of like 10, and I think like a handful of t-shirts and some sweats, and everything else had to go. And like we went shopping the next day, and that was so cool though, because like literally
gotta get a whole wardrobe.
She had to drop the bread. Like I was sitting, she was like, "All right,
Ain't got
what
no
you
choice.
want?" You know, and I was like, "Oh, I want this."
Funny,
one.
on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, I still have clothes from
Right,
7th
I'm like,
and
you
8th
still-
grade
but
that
me
I
too,
still
though.
wear and can fit.
Me too, though, because the styles
The
have
style is
changed.
different.
Because like I used to wear all my clothes big. You know what I'm saying? I have a
now
shirt
it fits
upstairs.
perfectly.
Right. I have a shirt upstairs that's like literally and it's so funny because I'll wear a shirt and they'll be like, "Oh, that's cool. That's like a old style. Where did you get that? Urban Outfitters?" I was like, "No, this is like an actual old ass Nike t-shirt. Like this is not like
That's
reprinted.
wow.
Like, I have a Nike shirt up there from literally like 1990. That blue and yellow one that you see.
Fashion
like that,
repeats itself, so I
that
keep
is a
everything
that is a
worth
Indiana
keeping.
Pacers like playoff like shirt or whatever. And that's like why it's that blue and yellow. That like it's the Indiana Pacers
from
yellow.
the 90s?
Literally.
Niggas
And that,
are 30 now from the
bro,
90s.
and literally it fit me like a dress then, and now it fits me like a tight t-shirt. So I still wear it.
That's
so.
fucking
Dead ass.
crazy.
Yep.
Well, speaking of like styles like from 90s to now, like what's crazy is like the brands and the styles they have changed, like the franchise and stuff like that have changed, but they are coming back.
Remember
Like,
Champion used to be whack?
no, Champion was cold because that was the
Champion was
they
Where
was-
I'm from, no one wore Champion.
It was at Walmart.
It was at Walmart, and nobody wanted it.
What?
Yep, that's how it was.
First of all, the champion used to make the NBA jerseys.
we
so-
know, but I'm just telling you
Yeah,
where
in
I'm
our
from.
area, it was
No
at
That's
one wore it.
wow.
No one wore it.
Dude, champion,
And I don't
starter.
know when it started. I don't know
Starter,
when.
Fila.
Starter was
Starter,
like,
everybody wore starter.
Oh, I saw that.
Starter
like,
jackets.
stores.
Starter jackets?
No, the brand starter.
Yeah, the starter jackets.
Starter jackets.
Oh,
Like
Starter jackets,
jackets.
they had the coldest.
Everybody had
they had
those.
coldest
Starter
team
snapbacks,
exclusives.
yeah.
Like the like starter jackets with the team exclusives.
Y'all didn't used to have with the
Those
different
never
color
went out of
teams
style.
like the Yankees,
oh, the
White
plain
Sox.
ones would be inside liquor stores with the beanies with the pro clubs. You know those little stores where they sell like t-shirts.
starter jackets.
Yeah,
You're lying.
starter.
Wait,
yes.
okay.
Maybe because it's LA.
you-
Maybe because it's
No,
LA.
I'm talking about the bubble coat starter jackets. Used to have a baseball team.
You
on
wore
there.
With the
one.
elastic
You wore it
bands
for
right
49ers.
here, with the
You
elastic
wore-
bands right here that match
Yeah.
the jacket, and it'd be like if
I'm
it was
talking
if it
about-
was Dodgers, it would be a royal blue and white band right here.
I'm talking about the basic ones. So everybody had like the custom ones, but they would have basic black ones with the.
I'm not even talking
Oh.
about basic ones.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
I know what you're talking about.
But when you said starter, I'm like, oh, I see those in the. I'm not talking about the ones with custom.
No,
it's
I
not
mean,
a
not
custom.
even a
You get
custom.
'em at
the
the
one you're
store.
talking about, the basic ones.
Well, I'm saying if it had like a brand or a team or something on it, those weren't in the stores. But you can find a black one or a
Where were they?
Where
Oh, like no
people-
team. Okay. I see
yeah,
what you
with
mean.
no team. They would these little stores. They're like,
But
in-
with
Wait.
the jackets with teams though, did
What did y'all
nobody
use?
wear them?
they would wear them, but you would get
Where'd
the
you-
basic ones in this store where you buy your pro clubs and your white beaters and your beanies and your
Oh.
do-rags and like little stores like that we used to have. We don't have them anymore.
Where did y'all go get the bubble starters that had like the Yankees,
Like the alley, downtown alley.
Okay.
Gee, motherfuckers used to get them at like the athlete's foot, like cause those
Yeah.
was $100 jackets.
$100 jackets.
$100 jackets, G.
Well, I didn't shop at the mall.
Boy, and then
Or
they
you
used to
can
have.
Foot
I used to have
Locker or-
custom ones, boy. Man, I
Wow.
tell you, one time I had a. I'm gonna see. I think I got a picture. And that was the first. You know how I used to make. Okay, so little tidbit. I used to make towel jackets. Okay, so I used to make like jackets, like sweat jackets out of towels. Okay, so I take like 3 like bath
Like
towels,
dry towels, y'all.
like
Dry
dry,
towels.
towels. He's seen it. So like bath towels or like beach towels, and I design it, and me and my seamstress we go at it, and it becomes a
You and your
jacket.
seamstress go at it.
Yes, we go.
I see what she going.
Yes, me and Olga. Shout out Olga.
Hey, that's the one that I bought the rug from.
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
boy, that
Go in.
motherfucking rug is beautiful.
So, but yeah, so like legit, like, damn, where the fuck was I going with that?
You was talking about the
Starter.
jacket.
Start. Oh yeah, the starter
custom.
jacket. I think I have a picture of me, literally in a Simpsons edition starter jacket, like, and I'm like,
I had
I
a
want to
Laker
say
one.
I was like 5.
You had a
maybe
Laker starter?
4.
Simpsons?
Bubble coat.
Yep.
Yes.
Shiny purple.
It was bubble. It was a bubble one though, but it was.
Where did
like,
you get it from?
Oh, long time ago. It's at my mom's house. I don't know. where
That
I
shit
got it
probably
from.
worth so much money.
Yeah, cause no, I'm telling you, like, cause they
Especially
used
if
to
it's
have the
an
Negro
original.
League ones, and like no bubble starter jackets was the thing. Like,
We
motherfucker,
all got
Man.
one for one Christmas.
Like,
We all got
those
our
was
favorite
the
team.
My
fucking-
49er one, the one that came with.
Yeah.
That's from a yard sale.
That's
Wow.
why I
$5.
thrift.
Come up.
Starters is why I
Oh,
thrift.
pro player. I forgot about pro player. Damn,
I don't know what that is.
that was like, it was like, what would be comparable today?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Damn, I can't.
I know
figure out what-
Fubu was popping. Sean John.
That was like
That was later.
yeah, that was
That was
later.
high school.
That was like later.
that was
like high
kind of
school.
that was middle school for
Little
me.
bit
I
middle,
didn't
a
pick,
little
I
bit
shop
middle
at
school.
JCPenney's. I didn't pick my clothes.
You didn't get no football.
You didn't even pick your clothes? Ooh, Lord, if my mother picked my clothes, I would not.
Oh yeah, that's
I just
how
couldn't
shelters-
afford 'em.
I would be walking around naked. My mother did not
didn't pick
do a
my
good job
clothes till,
at
like-
picking out my
Yeah,
clothes.
me neither.
She did
But
very
eighth
bad.
grade.
If you
I
go to my
think.
childhood house, you'll see the pictures.
But like,
That's crazy. For how long did she pick out your clothes?
She picked out all of my middle school pictures, so all of middle school too. Probably not. No, in high school she picked out. She paid for everything, so if she didn't like it, we didn't wear it.
wow,
Like we could pick out stuff that we like, but if she didn't like it, we had to put it back.
that's crazy.
We never. You want to know my first pair of Jordans? 2015.
Are you serious?
Shit.
The 8s, and I only have 8s. The chrome and see, I don't even know the color.
Sorry.
What's the
Sorry.
color?
It's
What's
the-
what's the say the color?
The new chromes, obviously with the glitter in it.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, it
That's
has
why I
glitter in
said
it.
the crumbs.
And then the other ones are the purple ones, the original, the second ones
The
that came out.
Aquas?
Aquas, and
Black.
it also has
The All Star
glitter in it.
92, 93 All Star game was.
No, she said glitter. They don't.
No, it has
the
glitter.
All Star
Purple-
ones
the
don't have the
purple
glitter.
They're black
They
with
both
purple.
have glitter, yeah.
But they're black with like purple glitter on the bottom of them.
She
It was
might
the release that came out in 2015.
Yeah, the Aquas. That was a 93 All Star game. Was in Salt
Oh,
Lake
okay.
City.
Oh.
Yeah,
Those have glitter in them.
they got like a little. It's like a sparkle
Shimmer,
of glitter,
like a
shimmer.
shimmer.
Yeah, yeah. I got
Those
those.
are my
Yeah,
only two. and
I,
I only
okay,
want
because
these.
the release before
I
that
like
didn't
the
have
eights.
glitter.
I've always wanted to.
yeah, they
Only
didn't,
Kobe.
but they
Okay.
got yeah. 20. God damn. That's wild.
Shit.
But no, what?
Mine
Did
was
y'all
what,
schools
1991.
Paddles.
Different
Paddles?
lives, man.
Oh yeah, I used to get
Well, life in
You used to get
Chicago,
paddled?
man.
Yeah, because the funny thing is my basketball coach in my grammar school was my mother's high school coach, so he knew all my family.
What's your favorite color?
What? Back it up one time.
What?
His coach was his mother's coach as
My
well.
grammar school coach was my mother's high school coach.
I thought you
So
said grandma.
yeah, my
Okay.
grammar school. Okay,
Okay, I
in
got this now.
Chicago,
Okay,
grammar
thank you very
school
much.
for
Yes,
us was
thank you.
K through 8th. So
No,
what?
it sounded like you said grandma.
Oh, grandma. Oh,
My
my bad.
grandma's
my bad.
school is my mother. da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
that
That's what-
confused
No,
the fuck
grammar
out of me.
school.
Sorry.
So he knew all my family because he coached all my uncles and aunts and my mom and my uncles and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, he had the right to just tag my ass. So anytime we because we used to when we used to travel for games, we would ride in his van, and like when we say like we act up in class, a curse word, anything like that, our teachers used to go straight to him. We used to get the serving on that motherfucker like
Takes a
tagging.
village.
Like
But see, you could kind of trust adults back then. Now, I would never trust another adult. A few people. I would definitely give my brother permission. Like, put your hands on my child if they need it, because I know that he's sound mind, and he wouldn't do it unnecessarily.
But no, like I say,
But
like,
like
but
a
no,
coach or something, I don't know.
My
Different times, though.
My mom,
Different times.
my mom signed a waiver at Debbie Allen's. This is back in their first iteration for discipline, physical.
She was like, "Yeah,
Wow.
you got it."
I mean, honestly, that's the style. Of,
Yeah.
That's real, dance. And so like that was funny because I had never been in the situation where, especially with dance, where it was something that was more of a hobby for me and like more of an elective. And I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, I'm taking it seriously. Oh, geez, we're
Yeah.
taking it really seriously.
Yeah.
Oh God, And
0 to 100 real quick.
Exactly. So going from, I'm just kind of having fun to like now, like Miss Allen's walking around with a cane and it's like, like dead ass. And it's
Sure
like,
as
oh,
well.
passe for 10 minutes straight.
Ooh,
Or,
ow.
exactly. Oh, yeah.
My hamstrings hurt
Oh,
thinking
no.
about it.
Oh, Mr. K, love you, buddy. But I'm 30 now. And man, that sucked a lot. Okay. Thank you. Because we had whole classes where it was legit, where you are holding one position. Oh, especially the boys. Because we fuck up
You're
a lot.
stronger.
Not even that. It was, inner city, especially a lot of the guys from LA, because the first iteration of Dada was in Culver City. And so it was people from all around there, and legit, like it was 180 boys to 500 girls. And so, and obviously not all of them were of age as far as the boys.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really like 40 of us and, all high school age. And we're just like running wild. And so like we knew that was necessary, at the time. But man, when I tell you it was some of the craziest experiences and best experiences as far as like discipline, because then you don't expect that, especially leaving home and then getting that kind of discipline somewhere that you go and be like have for fun.
The relationship between student, pupil and teacher was just completely different, and the dynamic with the parent.
Oh yeah,
When we were growing up, now it's like no one trusts each other.
definitely.
For good reason or whatever. Kids get missing, kids are getting molested left and right, kids are speaking up.
Yep.
Which may have been a part of the problem back in the day when kids weren't speaking up, but we're still constantly getting hit on by people who were okayed by their parents. Right. So, it's kind of a double-edged situation there. Because some kids need to get knocked the fuck out. But I'm also a
That teacher coming
pacifist.
out of her. She want to slap some of her kids.
The
Like,
audience
Definitely
wants to speak.
teacher.
I'm also a
Candace.
pacifist though, and I do firmly also believe in getting things done without violence. I think that's very possible as well. But some people just deserve.
I was about to say, I remember
some people
you being
just
very
deserve.
non-violent.
No, but
in
some people
previous
just like
episodes.
deserve.
no, they definitely like.
It.
I can say,
But I'm just saying it's possible to
Yeah, no.
also diffuse things without violence as well.
No, my
But some
thing
kids just
was-
deserve to get mollywopped.
I went to school in the same neighborhood my family grew up in, so everybody knew everybody. So teachers
It was
had
a
free
big- it
reign
was a
to
big
just
family.
beat the fuck out
Yeah.
of my ass. Cause
See, I think that's more so good than not.
Wait, hold on.
We have audience today.
We have an audience.
They have
today.
something
They
to
just
say.
came to my studio / living room.
It was a
and popped
surprise.
up. So
Don't worry, we're safe, guys. We're meeting the minimum.
What the top 3 answers are on the board? What do you decide?
Everybody sanitized with alcohol, so we good.
What? That's Family Feud. Why are we Family Feud?
Not sure. Go ahead.
Okay, what is going on? What's happening?
I
guys-
just want to. Oh, hey y'all.
Hey.
My name is Jasmine. Hey.
Welcome, Jasmine.
Yeah, we're talking. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. We're talking about discipline in school, correct?
Oh yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So let me fucking tell y'all. Excuse me. So I
She said, "I gotta like to hear his story." Here you go.
went to elementary school in New York, and all of my the only time I think I've ever been disciplined or even seen disciplining like in school was in 2nd grade.
What part of New York?
Queens.
Queen's son. Word.
Relax. Anyway,
I
so
ain't from Queens, son.
She's saying relax because
anyways, so
son.
the first time I had ever actually seen it myself was in 2nd grade because I had this white skin. He wasn't white; he was light skinned. Oops. So there was this light skinned boy in my class.
Damn, she said you a white boy, cuz.
He would always misbehave in class. And the first thing that happened, the teacher. Okay, no, that's not true. The mom came.
She's
and
finna
whooped
tell
him
us a lie.
in front of the class first,
Okay.
right?
I hated that.
The mom pulled his pants down, whooped him with,
Whooped
the,
him.
with
hated
the
that,
yardstick, with the
ooh,
ruler.
ow.
I hated
In
that,
class.
G. My mama did that
In
to
front of
me.
everybody, he never
That
like, and then he
stunk.
like a week
It was
later.
a way to
he
turn.
decided
It was a way to
act up
turn
again.
to
And the
get
teacher-
that one
it was
off.
The teacher's
though.
turn because she's Jamaican. I don't know if, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I went to school.
The
in
teacher was
for a
Jamaican.
summer.
Oh, now, oh.
I went to school in
whoa.
Jamaica for a summer when I was probably in like 2nd grade or something like that. And let me fucking tell you how these motherfuckers beat my ass. Right? This was the summer before 2nd grade. So I was
So
like,
you were a little thing.
no, because I
You
was
were
like,
a
first I was looking
child.
like, I'm on vacation. I'm on summer vacation. What am I?
Thought
what
it
you mean I'm
was.
going to summer school.
Right.
That's even in my mind, looking like, and now that I
Slave
think about it, it's
labor.
like how y'all sitting here taking in people kids into summer school when. How y'all in here taking in people kids into summer school? I'm not even from this country. Y'all just going how did I even get registered for summer school? Like how? So I'm like I'm on.
Your parents
I'm
did
I'm on
it by
vacation.
secret.
I'm going to some I'm supposed to be in Jamaica on vacation. Why y'all got me in school? So anyway, so I was misbehaving. I think I just kept talking back because I'm trying to
She
figure
said,
out.
so
like,
anyways, I was
already didn't
misbehaving.
want to be here,
Right.
So
I'm an
I don't know,
American.
She just she hit me on the hand with like a ruler, but then but it was like nothing like that because I guess the other kids knew not to behave. But she hit me in the hand with the ruler like one time. I was like, oh my god, I'm telling mom. Mom ain't give a fuck. But then when I went back to New York and I was in school. The teacher
Says a
was
lot about you.
And when I tell you, I saw the mom beat her kid, and I had to close my eyes because I was looking like, oh my god, no, this shouldn't be happening. Poor little Julian, right?
Oh,
But
fuck is
then
poor
the
little
teacher
Julian?
did it. But you know
No,
it's different
poor
when the teacher
Julian.
does it compared to your mom. It's like
Julian.
your parent, right? Now it's like I have to watch Julian get beat again a week after his mom just poured I have to see his bare light skin booty in class.
So wait, you said the teacher beat him a week later?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
With the same ruler. The same ruler.
Hey, I seen
Hey,
that.
that really had Julia Booty beat all
Oh,
over
it.
it.
Don't touch
Bruh, I
no
hope
kids
they
with that.
sanitize that ruler,
Right.
bruh.
He got the early case of the Rona.
But yeah, no, I didn't. I know probably they probably weren't doing that out here in California, beating people kids. But if you was on the East Coast or anywhere where there could be people, more than likely you getting your ass beat in school.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's my story.
I mean, I
Believable.
was small and young. Also, I was 2 years ahead, so I was already young, and I was also small for my age until I turned 16. So then I was, and by the time I was 16, I was in college. So it was like,
Right.
at that point, I tell people all the time, I literally fought my way through high school. Like, I got there freshman year, 12 years old. Like, literally, they beat
Who
my
is this
ass.
little shrimp?
Right. Like, legit. And then, the thing that turned around, I went to prom with a senior, and then that was it.
As a freshman?
As a freshman. And then, legit, from that point on, that was it. But after, man, when I tell you that freshman year was shit, it was shit. But yeah, I made it through.
High school is shit in general.
It was.
But
I had an amazing high school experience.
I mean, my high school was
Lucky
cool.
you. No,
But
Yeah,
I
it was
wouldn't.
cool.
I mean, it was cool because of it's cool when you're a teenager, I guess. But I went
Right.
to Catholic school. My school was kind of whack, and it wasn't a fun school, and I was ready to fucking get to Howard. So Most of my high school was like,
Wait, so you went to a Catholic? See, usually Catholic. See, like, cause I went
I went to
to
Catholic school.
one for
Fifth through
like a year and a half,
12th grade. 5th through 12th grade.
and like mine was fun because I feel like at least out here, it's like the stricter it seems.
Well, you
the
probably
opposite
drank
it
and
is.
stuff in high school.
Oh hell yeah!
I didn't. Now the white people were doing all of that. I didn't drink or anything in high school. I still had my fun, and I went to parties and
I
stuff.
had a
But
flask,
Oh my god.
15.
but
With
I
my
wasn't
name
drinking.
engraved. I had an engraved flask.
So yeah, it was some
You
like
bought yourself?
Catholic.
Huh?
What you bought yourself?
No, my uncle got me my first one.
Wow.
The second one I got the flask, and then my mom actually had me engrave it, but she made me lock it up. Little did she know I didn't lock it up. And yeah, I was drinking out of that.
Oh my
all the time.
gosh.
I mean,
I mean,
most high school kids were.
Most exactly. I was about
I
to say
just
like,
wasn't.
come on. I was
I got peer pressured with it my senior year.
I think I had like a Smirnoff.
right.
first
We're not
one
talking about you,
once.
Brittany, because you did
That was
everything
nice.
like literally 20 years after everybody. So
That's
we're
Yeah.
not
true.
talking about you. But
She did.
did you not drink at 16? Did you drink it? At
I didn't start
16?
drinking till college. I didn't start doing anything till college. Drink,
Wow.
smoke, fuck.
I was wow.
I didn't do anything
What?
until I got to college.
No,
I wasn't like a prude or anything in high school. I was cool and stuff. I just didn't.
It didn't.
Do
the
the stuff.
opportunity didn't present itself.
Plenty of opportunities. I just wasn't interested.
I mean like that. I mean like that.
plenty of opportunities. I just wasn't interested, and I knew that I would in college. And I wasn't like
She like, I'm gonna go crazy in
yeah,
college.
same here.
I just knew I would in college. So I was just cool. And then like I don't know. I don't know. I
did
just
not mean it
wasn't.
like that.
yeah, I didn't have my first boyfriend until like
I wasn't.
4 months.
I guess I
before
wasn't ready.
graduated high
I
school.
had my first girlfriend in 3rd grade.
I
When
had
was your
mine in
first
grade.
kiss? I know my first kiss.
My first
When was
kiss.
your
I
first
was
kiss?
5.
I was in
I was
3rd
6.
grade. It was on the van going to the Boys and Girls Club with the little Indian guy.
Oh,
Christian.
Indian?
Christian. Her name was
Indian.
Christian. She was my first girl. And yeah, that was.
Why did y'all break
kindergarten. Huh?
Why did y'all break up?
Cause so like my best friend.
I was ready.
Just the story. Them elementary relationships. be
They
like,
hit a little harder
juicy.
than I thought. I'm not even gonna lie. They hit a little harder than I thought. Like my homie was Sherman, all right, but I thought.
Shout out to the nigga Sherman.
Shout out to Sherman. What's up, bro? So I thought she low key liked Sherman. He said she didn't. I thought they did, and it was like a whole like
Thing.
triangle type situation. So eventually we was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that because we don't want anybody to come between us. And then we was all cool after. That was the cool part. Like I was like, damn, I was making mature ass decisions at like 6 years old. What the hell? Like I wouldn't dare do that shit at 25. Like I was like, the hell? Like no, but like dead ass. Like we was like, you know what? We cool. We all gonna be friends. You know, and we're gonna be good. And like we was like the best of friends. Like we had like school pictures together and shit. Like we was cool.
Look at y'all
For
being
real.
mature.
What's up, y'all?
I was like in
But-
4th grade.
Yeah, but
I don't remember why we broke up, but I do remember a tidbit of the argument, just a snippet.
Oh,
I was
it was
like,
an argument?
something.
Oh, no.
That's why you ugly. And he was like, if I'm ugly, then why you with me then?
Oh,
and then I was like,
he stuck you. Oh,
he stuck me, man.
I still beat though.
Hey, that was
It's so stupid.
Basically, the
Yeah.
4th grade version. So
damn.
that was
Oh,
that. His name was
wow.
Sean. I think it lasted for like 2 weeks.
Damn, just like a Sean.
Just like a Sean, right?
Damn,
And then 7th grade
Every
was
Sean
my
I
next
Trifling.
scoundrel.
was my
low
next
key.
relationship.
Nah, my first.
He
No,
was
we
in-
wasn't even together. I was just like, man, let's kiss. That's it. Fuck it.
When? How old?
6 years old, 1st grade. Her name was Donnie Goodman.
Why he preface it like that? I was like, oh, shit,
Let's
we
kiss.
wasn't even together.
What
We
possessed
was.
you?
Like,
We definitely.
What
was.
possessed you?
No, she was cute.
How did you know you want to kiss, and how did you know
No,
you
she
wanted
was
to
cold
kiss
as hell.
her?
She used to have this nice little fro demonstration. And
How
she-
old were you?
6. He said.
I
Oh.
said 6.
He said six.
You were too busy laughing.
Talking about her like
I said
they
6.
just like
He ain't
hey,
hear
hey,
you.
she used to be cold as hell. She used to wear these little fits and shit. I'm like, nigga,
He
her
said 6.
her Gymboree, nigga.
She was
Real expressive out here. Right, he was like, oh, she was cold as hell. I'm like, how old
She was
can you
6.
be?
I was 6 years old, 1st grade.
But he
Damn.
knew she was cold at
He
6. Like,
knew.
damn.
Yep, she was.
Ain't
nice.
nothing
But
like
she
it.
was so nice to me, G. Like she was so nice to me. She had this older sister. She had this older sister because like we used to walk when we. Cause like I say, I used to walk by myself from school at 6 years old.
Oh, Damn, I
Yeah.
wish I had to walk.
I wasn't allowed to walk, and I couldn't take public transportation.
I was too far.
Yeah, I was taking I was walking by myself from school at 6. I took public transportation at 7. No, so yeah, and I was like, and I was basically was like, let's kiss, and just had a
Damn,
little
you
peck.
said it to her? Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, but
I didn't say that shit. We was just like, we had like that look.
What's funny though, it was this. Okay, this like
It's
this
time.
Come together.
This ain't got it's like got something to do with them, but there was this girl I had the biggest crush on. She was a year older than me, and she lived like a minute from me down the street. But we used to walk home from school together, and she used to always buy me big bags of penny candy. So penny candy is chews, but at that time they was 1
I have
cent.
a huge bag in my.
So they would call
nightstand
called
right
chews,
now.
but we called them penny candy.
Oh, they're flavored.
Yeah,
Yes.
penny
Oh, we
candy.
have those
chews.
too.
Yeah, chews. But we called them penny candy because there was this truck called Ray's Truck, and they was only 1 cent.
Oh,
so we used to get
I
50. We
got
used to get
some.
like dumb bags for like 50 cents a dollar and shit.
What?
And I was just broke as hell, but I used
yeah.
to walk with them to school, and they like,
Let me
here,
get you this penny
50
candy.
cents. She used to hook me
She
up,
used
and G, I had
throw it in the
big
bag,
bucket,
right?
bro. I think her name was
She
Tiffany.
was tricking on Michael. Look,
Her name was Tiffany Evans. I was like, good looking, G, like.
that's
when-
my baby. She buy me
Gee, I
candy.
swear to God, man, if I didn't transfer from that school in 4th grade, I was definitely gonna try to
Damn.
shoot whatever
Gonna
happened.
shoot that
G.
shot.
If she hit it,
This
G, I
motherfucker
was
was
gonna-
7 years old plotting. Like, what the
Plotting.
hell? He was
I
like,
mean, shit, like I was
like,
I was
bruh.
damn near on my own shit.
When we come
I had to
back
go
from
pick up my
summer.
little brother from preschool. I'm out hooping until I had to pick my brother up. I rarely seen my mom was working, so I'm like damn near on the streets on my own hooping and shit. So it was
I
like,
didn't even think like that. I don't even think I thought like that until I hit high. Granted, I was early, so it made sense.
But didn't you kiss a girl when you were like 6?
Right, but see, here's the thing. Even though I kissed a girl, and like I did continue to kiss girls, like
After the fact.
I mean, but here's the thing.
Started
I
the
didn't-
trend there,
But
did ya?
the thing is I didn't equate it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? With like, I don't know.
Feeling.
You didn't
know what I
think
mean?
about
I
it
didn't-
like
yeah,
that,
I didn't
yeah.
think about it like that for that reason. So like, I didn't think about it like that until I would say, yeah, like probably 12, and that's when I hit.
what
that was
made
my
you kiss
freshman
an
year.
Indian boy?
Oh, he asked me if I wanted a French kiss.
Wait, where did that come
Wait,
from?
a
Did she
French
say
kiss?
that? Did
Yes,
she
she
say
did.
that?
Where
Wait,
were
a
you?
French
Where
kiss?
were you
What
during
the
this
fuck?
time?
Because I was
Came
sitting
out
here
with a
thinking.
hey,
She
what
said
made you consider
Indian
it? I
boy.
was like, damn.
She said her first
How
kiss
you even
was,
know that?
what was the
Wait,
first thing she
Y'all
said?
missed a French kiss?
Yeah, he said, "Have you ever had a French kiss? Do you want a French kiss?" And then I was just
Damn,
like
that
shy.
worked?
Right.
We were, yeah, we were waiting for the
Oh, yeah,
the
'cause
Boys
you
and
was
Girls
vanilla.
Club.
You was green as fuck.
I was shy
Damn.
too. I was shy.
Oh,
too.
I would have used
No,
that
this was
line
fourth
too on
grade.
you.
This was my
Green
first,
as hell.
Yeah, I was new to the school that I went to.
You in a French kiss?
Okay, so,
But you did it.
Yeah, and then we both went. We just looked at each other, and then we both went to the back of the bus. And I was like I was popular bully kind of, and I was like, nobody sits in the back. And then
Oh shit!
and then I became shy again, like
Yeah.
how I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I get
Oh,
around
wow.
guys, I'm like shy unless I'm shooting my
Dang.
shot.
Right.
And I know it's like 100%
Right.
gonna go in. But
Straight mob boss out here. Right?
100%.
Nobody sit in the fucking
Right.
back.
Oh my
Keep your asses in the
God.
front.
Two back
Right.
rows.
and then we got on the floor because
Oh.
we didn't want
You didn't want nobody
the
to
driver
see.
to see in the back.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then,
Wait,
like,
the driver can't see them seats. How is it?
Look, they just gotta
so
make
we're- you
extra
know,
precautions.
I've been tiny, so I was just like sitting like that, and then he was just like here, and then we had our first little French kiss. My first kiss was a French kiss.
Your first. How did you know
A
what
tongue,
to do?
tongue
You
and
just
everything.
had to add your tongue.
Yeah, mine was too. Your first kiss?
Hell
wasn't
no,
a
it was a
French?
peck, nigga. I wasn't putting my
shit.
tongue in no other shorty
My
mouth.
first one. My first. I
why
didn't
you
know.
don't eat
I didn't know
ass.
people kissed like that.
That is
like, with
why you
closed
don't
mouths.
eat
I was
ass.
like, what the
Oh
fuck?
really?
Oh yeah.
He-
My
he
first
hasn't been
kiss was
using
like,
that
"Mm,
tongue. It's
ah."
No, I didn't.
My first kiss
Niggas
was a
been
peck, or the
nasty.
kiss that I remember. I don't remember the first time I got tongue down though. I don't remember.
Damn, she said tongue down. That's
Right.
that's.
So you've never
don't think
been
about it
tongue
like
down.
that. Don't think about
I've
it
been
like that.
tongue.
Wait,
Say
have
I
you
don't
ever-
remember the
Has
first
anybody
time.
ever licked you like completely from your head to your toes?
like in
Where
one
did we
sitting?
go with this?
I don't know. What? I have no idea.
You know, Brittany.
What the
I have no
Let
idea.
me lick you
We
up
were being
and
nostalgic.
down.
I was at a
Nostalgic.
family
Please
barbecue.
say-
Yes, let's stick
Stop.
nostalgic, guys. Let's stick nostalgic.
She's clearly reminiscing, so it's kind of
Yes.
nostalgia.
I heard tongue
Let
down,
me-
and I went somewhere else.
So yeah, I don't know
Continue.
the first time I
Childhood
like French
memories.
kiss. I can't recall that.
Damn. She said,
I don't.
tongue
Yeah, I don't
down,
think I had my
child.
first.
It might
tongue
have been
kiss
late
till high
though. It
school.
might have been late. And
Damn,
No,
your
no,
it
first
might have
tongue
been
kiss
high
was
school.
high school.
No, I think
It might have been
yeah.
middle or high.
It all makes
You were
sense.
No, for real. No, y'all not like. For real.
No, cause see, I was in the hood,
I'm not
and like I was a
shaming you.
lame. I was a bit of a lame in grammar school. So like, I ain't want shorty to. I ain't really know how
I
to
was
move
like
like
sneaking
that.
movies.
Right,
Like
right.
y'all didn't sneak
Ain't know how to
movies
move
and
like
like
that.
see how they like. Bro, I watched Disclosure. Y'all
In
remember the
high
movie
school,
Disclosure?
I knew what to
Disclosure
do.
was
I
like
was
Demi
just shy.
Moore. It was like Demi Moore, Michael
Yeah,
Douglas.
yes.
And like she was like this like
That was
chick
a- that
in
was
the
a
office.
movie almost
Like,
you
I was
wasn't allowed to
sneaking-
watch.
I accidentally recorded over that. I watched it so much on accident. Dead ass. This is I'm
You
no
watched
shade
it
to
so
this.
much on accident.
But like no, legit, I almost got caught one day because I had it in the VCR, and I was like, "Damn, I can't have it in the VCR because if they catch me, then that's my ass." So I had like mistakenly pressed the wrong button trying to eject it, but I pressed record, and on the TV at the time was the Home Shopping Network. So dead ass, legit. The next time the whole family watched the movie,
They watched the whole.
they had this one part, like right by the sex scene,
Right by
of course.
Nice.
The fucking
Home Shopping Network.
Perfect.
Horrible.
What's funny is
Oh,
though
man,
I was
that
watching
shit is
porn at like
hilarious.
8 years old though, but I just wasn't trying. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh me and my little brother.
Well,
we
I
used.
shouldn't be surprised because I haven't done shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we was
Right.
We had
First kiss.
HBO. We
Ah,
had
first kiss
HBO.
was
on
out
Oh,
there.
Cinemax
pretty
HBO
early.
and that soft.
Pretty
Mine was
early.
BT
That-
Uncut. You
Yeah.
had the BT Uncut, like
BT
right
Uncut was
in the
neck-
right
was
time of the night.
Basically,
oh, boy.
soft porn anyway.
Oh yeah.
I would change.
I was
the
just
channel.
too shy. Like I knew
MTV,
like what to do. I was just
MTV After Dark
I was
where
too
they used to
shy.
play
Yeah.
that show Naked. Y'all remember
I
that?
Yeah.
loved Naked.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
I loved that show. No
was
one ever
actually a
knows
good
what
show.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
No
Everybody
one
was like,
ever
"Oh,
knows.
skins." I'm like,
no,
no,
it was called Undressed. I thought
It was called Undressed.
it was called Undressed.
Undressed. Right. Naked. I
Naked
think
is
was
something else.
they
What is
tried
that?
to make it again.
A newer
And
Like
it
a
version.
wasn't
Survivor
yet.
thing.
No, it was a
It was a
scripted
scripted show about college students, and it was called Undressed. But
And
it was a
this
show about
dorm.
sex.
It was this dorm, but yeah, it was just these
Never heard
motherfuckers
of
fucking,
it.
and it was good
It
though.
was so good.
Like yeah, it was
it
like
was like
had
the
sex in
first
it.
of its kind.
Yeah, but it was good as fuck.
It was
Like
real
it was really good.
They need to put that on Netflix.
They do.
I would so watch it.
I
Again.
would.
But we
requested.
finna roll out because our time is up, and we're probably gonna get too deep in remembering. Because I just remember the first time I lost my virginity, but we'll talk about that
What
another
do you mean
Oh.
the first time you lost virginity? That's the only time.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
the only
time.
time I lost, the first time
You
I
only
lost.
lose it once.
Well, you said a little too much, guys. Let's go ahead and take it away from him.
Let's
last
close
call.
it
So
out
we
right
finna slide
there.
up out of here. Appreciate y'all listening to us as always. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and subscribed to the
What?
YouTube channel.
I don't know why he keeps adding.
Okay.
ED.
Right.
Why do
I'm
you
gonna let him
keep
have
doing
it.
past tense? We're right here. We're right now. Present.
Make sure you subscribed.
It's not
Make sure you
past
subscribe.
tense. You can't say past tense for right now. Okay.
Right now.
You gotta make sure that you do the right thing.
The right tense.
Okay.
You gotta make sure you do the right thing. No
All right.
Spike Lee. Continue.
All right, guys. Again, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit that subscribe button so y'all subscribed to the channel. Okay.
Oh,
So y'all can get all notifications whenever we drop our videos on
It's still
YouTube.
wrong. It's still wrong.
As always, if y'all listen to us on a streaming platform, subscribe so y'all can be subscribed
You said that.
to the page.
he just wants to say it again.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm doing this because y'all just
I know.
not gonna let me rock.
I said
I'm
okay.
gonna subscribe
So.
and subscribed. Okay. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at LFTC Podcast, Twitter LFTC_podcast as always. And as we head out, I'd like to let y'all know I got my man to the right,
Mr. Gray.
the lady of the couch,
Candace Joy.
and the videographer with the most. It's your boy MP, and we up out of here like shortcut booty here.
What?